to the Sixers, the finale.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, they're playing their best basketball. I finally understand what they mean by they're more interested in their defense. Because it really does make a difference. Coming into this series, people were just talking about how much of a disadvantage we were because of the benches. And yet, I think
our bench is playing much better than theirs.
I think their bench is averaging like 4 points a game. It's
Somewhere
something wild like that.
I think they're averaging. I know they said they're averaging like 26 points less than they were in the regular season.
Yeah, because they were averaging like 30-something points.
Like they're really fucking playing terrible.
It's hilarious, sucks. And it's like, and people are trying to say, well, it's just because they're choking. No, we're playing great ass defense. There was this one part where it was just like the Raptors were doing nothing but passing because we kept getting on the guy that got the ball.
Yeah,
I was just like, we're long as fuck. I really, really don't want to look like a dummy, but I really want them to win this in 5.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Because I just think that would be proof that, yes, Kawhi is great. You could argue Kawhi is the best player in the NBA. I'm fine with that argument. I don't believe it, but I am fine with that argument. But at the end of the day, even LeBron has showed us. I like to compare this Raptor team to LeBron's Cavs when they lost Kyrie. Where it's just like, it doesn't matter how good this guy is. Every time he comes off the court, the game completely changes. And even when he's on the court, he can't do everything. He can't play D on everybody. He can't always score. He's not going to go 20 for 20. That's just not going to happen. So it's just like, I'm just watching these guys and I'm just like, why did people doubt us? We have the better players. I don't care if they're deeper. Starting 5 compared to starting 5, it's not a competition. Kyle Lowry is a bum. And I hate to say this because he is a Philly guy. I never realized, and that's mainly because I don't watch the Raptors in the playoffs because I never cared to. But I've always heard how he likes to flop. Now that I'm actually watching him in the series, his flopping is insane. It's literal insanity. Every time he goes for a fucking layup, he does this. Just flings his body around and he hopes that the harder he hits that ground, the more those whistles will go up. And the refs know what the fuck he's doing.
Lowry is a bum. I completely agree with you. A lot of people agree. He's really not. He's not good. He's good, but he's not good. So when I say stuff like that, he is an NBA player. I mean, no disrespect from that level. He is a great NBA player. He's good enough to be an all-star. But from the standpoint of actually trusting him to do anything for your team to win a championship, no. Get that idea out your head, Canadians. You have a better chance of Drake getting an NAACP award. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
I thought you were going to continue.
No, that's all I have to say about Canada. Like, Kyle Lowry.
Well, I thought you were going to continue about the Raptors in general.
Sorry. But the Raptors, I think, first thing first, I have to say this. Kawhi is fucking amazing.
Like, literal, hats off.
Yeah, I
feel like some dandruff just came out.
It looked like it looked like winter was coming.
Winter is here, bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. God, why you gotta always fuck with
I'm sorry about that. Their bench is...
Can we talk about that dirty play? Like, okay, I want to point out, good on Joel, because they are friends from what I've heard.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, no way, at least not in that game, would I have been like dapped him up and be like, it's cool. No way. He went for now I don't know if it was, I swear both his knees are bad. He hit him in the knee and tripped him. That's super dangerous, especially for him specifically.
Seemed like he was trying to hurt him. I don't think he was doing it on purpose. I don't think he was
trying to hurt him, but I think he got so mad that he forgot that Joel
he was trying to trip him, definitely.
Has knee problems.
I think he was okay with Joel falling.
Yeah.
No question about it.
I don't know if that's my spit or your spit.
It's not mine.
You sure about that?
I'm positive. You've been spitting everywhere. You actually spit in my fucking eye earlier. It was really bothersome. I looked at you for 5 seconds. You didn't say anything. Fucking Toronto's bench, though. They're just.
Man.
I feel like everybody was really talking about them stepping up. Ibaka's looking like shit.
He is looking like shit.
Van
But
Fleet's
that's because
looking
Joel's
like
great.
shit. Danny Green's looking like shit.
Yeah, Danny Green's missing a lot of wide open threes.
They're all looking like shit. I don't even know who else is out there. But our bench,
And you know what?
I'm
You know
impressed.
who people aren't talking about either? Gasol's looking like shit too. He did a great job defensively first 2
Yeah.
games, but he wasn't doing anything offensively.
I don't think they expected him to. But I think now
He can
that
still ball
he
offensively.
can, now with him, Joel going at him in game 3, now it's a worst case scenario.
It is
Because the whole story was Joel can't do
yeah,
anything
make
against
Jimmy
Marcus
beat you. Make Jimmy
Yeah.
beat you.
Now it's just Joel's proven when he's not injured, he just wants to be serious.
And I gotta say, I do still agree. Steph and KD are the best duo, but when Butler and Embiid are on, like they were that night, Embiid had like 33, Jimmy had 22, like, and he had a good amount of assists too. I
had 99.
like him
9 rebounds,
as a
9
point
assists.
guard.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna front. Like, I'm telling you, I don't want to be back on this bandwagon because I'm loving the defense we're getting from Ben Simmons. But like, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't be surprised. But if I am the Sixers, he is playing so good as a point guard that I would make sure I get him back and trade Ben. But
I'm not trading Ben Simmons yet. No, not yet.
No, not yet. But it's
Not
just
yet.
not yet. But at the end of season 3, if he is not at least attempting shots,
If he is still not shooting any shots, he's on the first plane ticket back to Australia.
but I'm afraid.
like, I'm not joking.
I'm
He's not
afraid
in
that the
NBA
Sixers
anymore.
still won't trade him because he'll still be averaging close to a triple-double, and he'll be playing very
You
good
better,
defensively.
whatever thought you have about the Sixers, that's not Elton Brand. That motherfucker's doing that shit in a second.
I think what bothers me is if he can develop any type of shot.
That's it.
That's the
Any-
greatest
any
big.
shot.
That's the
Any
greatest
shot.
big three ever. Like, I'm saying, it's better than both of LeBron's big threes.
Yeah.
It's better than KD's and Steph's big three. It's the best big three of all. Like, if he can do,
It would be unstoppable.
if he can be a KD type of mid ranger,
I never see that happening. Never.
I
Never.
could see that happen.
No.
A lot of people are saying he needs to stop shooting with his left, even though he is ambidextrous. I hope I said it right. He needs to start shooting with his right. That's what I'm hearing.
Maybe that would be a possibility. I think
He needs to think of it
free throws
with his right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what people have said. People are like, "Why do you shoot with your right on free throws, but you shoot with your left on regular shots?"
He's just all confused. I
Now,
don't
when
know
he's doing
how that-
layups, he does switch between hands. When he's doing hook shots, he does switch between hands. But when it comes to just straight jumpers, he only shoots with his left.
I just don't understand how you going through that much of your life without ever shooting.
Because he was just that talented. Like, he could just get to the basket with pure will.
Yeah.
The ultimate point is, I don't even think we've seen them at their best yet.
I think that game is a good example of them at their best. Like, from
But
the
they
third
still
quarter
weren't
on.
really at their best.
No, they weren't. But I think
Like, because
that-
Ben didn't do anything crazy fancy. And even JJ didn't have his best
JJ was
night.
hitting a few shots.
He was
though.
hitting a few, though.
That's what I want from JJ. We get 4 threes from JJ, like 13 points. Tobias, he's playing all right.
Nah, I think I need 5 threes from him.
That's better, to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
I think 5 is
I
where
just-
you want it. That's the magic number.
I like what I'm seeing from the bench right now. I'm loving Greg Monroe. I already knew it. I knew it was happening.
I am shocked
I
because
saw it
I've
coming.
seen when they played him for a few times. I was like, first off, this guy's sloppy with the ball. He loses the ball a lot.
He's sloppy, but he's a veteran. He's a pro.
He is a veteran, and he's a good passer, like a really good.
And he's
passer.
playing good. He's playing like he. In
And he was
Toronto's
playing.
former
He was
team.
playing better against Gasol in those first 2
Yeah.
games than Joel.
He
I
was.
like, what the fuck?
Toronto's his former team, and Boston's his other former team from this year.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah,
James
he is playing
Enos,
good.
he's looking nice.
And I'm glad we got whatchamacallit back.
Mike Scott
back.
Yeah, regional manager.
Um,
He's looking real fucking good
Regional
too.
manager. Well, he didn't play great,
He didn't look
Game
great,
3.
but I mean,
but he was just coming off an injury.
yeah
so.
from in terms of being a bench player. When I'm looking from a bench player, it's for us not to be losing when you're in the game.
And he's a good defender too.
Yeah, much prefer James Ennis because first thing first, McCollum can't shoot. I've never seen McCollum actually shoot a 3.
No, he shoots the corner 3. That's
I
his shot.
barely see him
Because they
shoot
usually
that
leave
three.
him wide open, and then he makes that.
Jared, stat check, Jared. What the hell are you looking at right now, bro? You on Hinge?
Abu Dhabi?
TJ McConnell
T.J. McConnell.
Yeah, what the fuck? T. J. This man legit shot 0.6 3-points a game.
Yeah, he doesn't shoot a lot, but whenever he does shoot a three, it's a corner three. And he usually makes it.
Whatever you guys say about that, James Ennis is shooting way more threes than T.J. McConnell.
I didn't say he doesn't.
But that's why he's in the game, though. Brett Brown.
He's coaching.
Yeah, you're not
He's
Brett,
out there coaching.
Brett Clown, I'm sorry, it's finished.
He's coaching. I'm loving it.
You almost got that clown name back with that James Butler statement. But, you know.
That was hilarious.
It was funny. That's why
that
you almost
was
got
so
that.
funny.
You don't get
yo.
it, but that was James Butler.
He was like, that was James Butler out there.
He said it with so much confidence.
And then Jimmy was like,
actually-
he's like, my name's actually Jimmy. But
I have to give Brown some
respect, man.
Yeah, especially if I'm liking what I see from him. The defensive adjustments,
Yes.
the offensive adjustments, the rotation, the talking that he
And
does
even
for the
him
team.
putting Ben on Kawhi.
Great move.
I understand he's not like playing lockdown defense, but he's playing much better defense
Hell
against
yeah.
him than Tobias and Jimmy.
No
and
question
Jimmy is
about
a great
But
defender.
he's not long enough for
But
Kawhi.
he's not long enough for
Kawhi
Kawhi.
and being in a couple blocks, that's what you want to see.
And then that's when they're at their best is when Ben is on them, and then Joel is able to help.
Yeah.
That's whenever they shut him down in those moments. The problem is they don't do that enough.
No.
And I feel like it's mainly because they're still scared because they were a good 3-point shooting team. Now in this series, they've been very sketchy at the 3-point line.
We've been getting out to everybody, though.
We have.
The
But I
defense-
think what I'm loving is Brown is like, okay, Kawhi, the only way you're going to beat us is if you score 60.
Yeah.
That's the only way we're going to allow you to beat us.
And we are crushing them is the best part. And that's the beautiful
That's
part.
the beautiful part that nobody's really talking about. Game 2, even though, yes, we let them come back, but it was in Toronto. Like, we weren't going to beat them by 30 in Toronto, but we had a huge lead in that game, and we had a huge lead in Philly, and we ended that
And we kept
with a
it.
huge lead.
And I could see it
Even
again
though, of
tomorrow.
course, people are using the excuse of, but when you took Kawhi out at the beginning of the fourth, that's where things changed. I was like, you do know when he sat, they were still down by like 8. Like, it wasn't that close. Yes, he brought them back because they were up by as most as 18 before that. So, yeah, they chipped at us, but people are acting like they were going to win that game if he would have never left the game.
He's the only reason they've actually been able to stay in the games whatsoever. Because if it wasn't, and he's not making easy shots.
That's what I'm
Like,
loving.
yeah.
I can live with him making a crazy-ass shot. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Because good defense, just a better offensive player. I'm all for that. But playing good defense on everybody else is all I really care about.
And the defense, even that I'm seeing on Kawhi, it is amazing.
Yes.
And if he wasn't even making like 20% of the shots he's making, we're up 3-0 right now.
Yeah.
Because honestly, that game 1 was just an amazing playing from them from the start.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't missing a thing. Siakam wasn't missing a thing.
Siakam was
All of our players sucked.
Yeah.
And everybody acted like that was what was going to continue.
Oh,
And then
man.
when we came out in the second
And the funny
game,
thing is, it reminded me of the Nets game.
it
That
did.
first one that we lost.
It's like we got a feel for them. So
That's
everything
the thing.
was like,
I feel like they like just doing their homework.
yeah.
But yes, I am super excited. I think what I'm most excited about is we're doing this against the team that everybody picked at the beginning of the season. There was still their Celtics fans out there, but everybody picked the Raptors because they had the best player in the East, and they virtually had the same team they had last year. They just replaced their best player with an even better player.
Yep.
By a lot. Like, it's a huge difference between him and DeRozan.
It is. It is proven.
So it's nice to see us doing this against them. That's why I feel like if we can win this series, especially in 5, if we can win this series in 5 games,
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I'm not worried about whoever we play in the next round.
No. And also, I will say this: a win in this series, especially with the coaching I'm seeing, Brett Brown's safe.
Yeah.
No matter what happens in the next round,
Well,
he's good.
I think he's safe either way just because they lost their candidate. They lost the one guy they were going to definitely replace him with.
If we lose this series, still, Elton Brand's firing his ass. If they come back and win this series, yes, Elton Brand's firing Brett Brown's ass. He's not playing no games.
I ain't gonna lie though. I had
Yeah.
thought of, but he needs to start off as an assistant before he goes into head
Fuck it.
coaching. Nah, he needs to start as assistant. But I think AI should really think about that,
He'll never be a practice.
especially since he's going through money trouble.
Why would you say some shit like that on the air? That was pretty disrespectful.
On the air, the business isn't live.
I'm
Like,
just confused what you are talking about his money trouble for. Like,
I'm just
what?
like, AI, I care about you, and I know you're going through money issues, so why don't you just be an assistant coach? Get that solid paycheck. Don't waste that shit on Vegas shit, please.
You're fucked up.
I'm being a good friend.
You're
AI,
not being a good
AI, I'm
friend.
very much looking out for you.
He's
I
making
love
money
you.
off his shoes, though. He probably made like $10 million.
That
Worldwide?
chick or Jarrett? On porn again. What?
Jared, what the hell
What?
is that? Watch a dog go through his car wash for the first time.
And that is what we call white people shit.
That is.
This is amazing.
What would white people do? WWPD.
Not to offend any white people. But you're probably already offended.
You're an offensive
can you-
ass group. Jared, I'm
Can you look
sorry
up
for any
how much
racism.
money AI is making annually in 2018?
What importance does this have to him being
Because
our
I
coach?
don't think he's making 10 million on his shoes.
You're fucked up.
I just don't. I'm not sure where you got that number. I just want to see if that number actually is true. I don't believe it.
Who do you got in this series?
The Sixers. I
How
told
many
you,
games?
Sixers and 5.
5. I agree. All right.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Actually, yeah. Well, real quick, before we end, I want to see what he says. What you got? What do you got?
So it said in 2018, his net worth was around $1 million. I was looking up his shoe sales.
$1 million.
He's probably in a lot of
His
debt.
net
the
worth is
reason
only $1
why.
million.
He probably has way more
He
money
is
than
probably.
that
That's
account,
I
but
know.
He probably
Why
is in a lot
he's
of
in debt. Yes.
Because
Luckily, the only reason why he comes to these Sixers games is they give it to him for free.
that competition.
Every fucking time. Can you chill? Why are you acting like this? Acting out, man. Are you having problems?
Ah, fuck.